What goes through your mind when you see a Muslim woman in a headscarf? Have you ever wondered why she might wear one? If so, you're not alone. The hijab is an Arabic word that means veil, but you might simply know it as headscarf, or more generally, when a Muslim woman covers her hair and body, with a few exceptions like face and hands. The burqa and niqab, on the other hand, is when that covering is extended to the entire body, including the face. In any case, the act of veiling boils down to a desire to embody modest dress and character. And that, of course, goes to every Muslim. Yes, men too. While men may not have the obligation of covering their entire bodies, they too have specific requirements of dress and behavior that must be dignified and modest. So if you've ever wondered why do Muslim women cover in the first place, it's often simply that. For many Muslim women, the hijab is worn out of a desire to fulfill a commandment of God. For others, it can also be an opportunity to outwardly express their Muslim faith. And for still some more, it's a rejection of societal standards that constantly objectify and sexualize women. These reasons, of which there are many more, are some of the same reasons women from other cultural and religious backgrounds, like a number of Orthodox Jews and Christians, also choose to cover. So why is it that the hijab is made out to be some horrific symbol of oppression? Well, you don't have to look too far back into history to find out. For centuries, Muslim women have been portrayed as veiled, secluded, and oppressed. We're merely victims of a barbaric religion in need of being rescued. This portrayal of the Muslim woman is by no means coincidental. By creating the story of the poor, helpless Muslim woman locked in an oppressive culture, one is naturally inclined to feel pity, sympathy, and outrage. And it's these very emotions that have been used to justify military intervention and imperialism on a global scale for well over a century. And on top of it, that same imagery is used to deny Muslims political and human rights, justifying racial profiling, deportations, and so much more on a local and regional level. What goes through your mind when you see a Muslim woman in a headscarf? Have you ever wondered why she might wear one? If so, you're not alone. The hijab is an Arabic word that means veil, but you might simply know it as headscarf, or more generally, when a Muslim woman covers her hair and body, with a few exceptions like face and hands. The burqa and niqab, on the other hand, is when that covering is extended to the entire body, including the face. In any case, the act of veiling boils down to a desire to embody modest dress and character. And that, of course, goes to every Muslim. Yes, men too. While men may not have the obligation of covering their entire bodies, they too have specific requirements of dress and behavior that must be dignified and modest. So if you've ever wondered why do Muslim women cover in the first place, it's often simply that. For many Muslim women, the hijab is worn out of a desire to fulfill a commandment of God. For others, it can also be an opportunity to outwardly express their Muslim faith. And for still some more, it's a rejection of societal standards that constantly objectify and sexualize women.
So, carbonation, you need to take heed, know what you're taking on. When you are wearing the hijab and the burqa, you have to be modest in the way you are. You have to be modest in the way that you sit, to be modest in the way that you present yourself. You have to be clean. You have to do your prayers. Okay? And that is from a Muslim woman that I found to enhance what is coming true. You can't pretend to be Muslim. You can't pretend to be Muslim. You have to take the shirt, the I forgot the word again now myself. And once you've taken that, because that means that you are baptized into a Muslim. I hope Muslims will come into the comment sections because you cannot play with Islam. You cannot play with Islam. Islam is very serious. And I agree with one who like he said he learnt about Islam. He knows the words, he knows what mashallah means. And you have to know what you're doing. You know what I mean? You really have to know. It's all well and good following Nature Boy and taking the thing for him, but you yourself, you have to live as one, because if they see you on street misbehaving, they're going to come after you because they don't play with it. Sikhism is the same. I should think you can't just take it on and throw it off. Once you've taken that on, you have to be a devoted Muslim. I think OG one time did say he was a Muslim and he was really devoted. He had the prayer mats and everything. You had to be a devoted Muslim. Okay. So I just thought I'd put that up, that woman. Please put in the comment section. Do you think the women's gonna be able to carry through being Muslimas for long? Do you think they're gonna be able to do that? And do you think that they are going to follow the laws of the prayer 7 days? Is it 7 or 7 days? I think you say it 7 times in a day. You have to fast. You have to be able to read the Quran. I think you read from left to right, I think, or right to left. I can't remember which way it goes. You have to know the surah. You have to know, you have to be very virtuous in what you do. You can't just do it any old how. You can't just do it any old how. That's going to come and bite you in your ass. But I am going to move on with my other content. I just thought I'd put this out for the nation. Well, not nation, nature, niche. I don't know what to call them. For the carbonauts, because I think another content creator, he gave him some words. He literally taught some little bits on there. So yeah, he's good like that on certain ways as well. So he was able, and he said that how if a Muslim woman is seen on Bigo, all right, you're not seen as a proper Muslim, because there's men on there who would just want to do whatever. See, Muslim women hold themselves a certain way. It's not just sitting there and grinning. Probably if that did happen on the Bigo with the men coming on, they would have turned off the camera or something, because I've seen it done where a Muslim woman's turned up and a man is talking to her, and what she did, she literally jumped off of the live with the man. This was a PK, and Sheikh, his name is, he's I think he's Nigerian Muslim, and he was on the PKs. What they do on Bigo, they go against each other, like they talk to each other or they do whatever, you know what I mean, till they get gifts or whatever given. And anyway, one time Sheikh was on the Bigo talking to a Muslim lady, and she looked at him, not only because he's black as well, but because married Muslim women don't talk to men, because they're not allowed to be around men. They're allowed to be around women. And yeah, so I am actually literally gonna put his name in the description, because he really runs down a lot of stuff. Okay, all right, so it's good that he does that, because then it makes you kind of think, like, are these women gonna really go through with everything before they give up halfway? Because being Muslim is a way of life. It's not just a 1 day, 1 month, 1 year, and then you switch. No, you don't go like that. You know, it's a full-on lifestyle, you see. So the lady, she explained the hijab and the burqa. For those who didn't know about why they wear the burqa and why they wear the hijab. So I'm going to come off again. So I'll be coming back on with my other content. I'm not gonna do the other serious one. There's another serious one I have to run down on, but I have to do it another time. But I'll just do the light ones now for the time being. So with that said, oh yeah, please go over to the dark side also And please leave your likes and comments underneath the dark side of Oshun Yemi. It'd be much appreciated. And I appreciate everybody who take time to watch the videos, interact with the videos. There's a lot of videos. I've done a lot of videos on this channel. I've got more content because I'm always getting content. Sorry, it's like one of those things, isn't it? And so with that said, I will see you later. Bye.